Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. And we are just north of Xibala, guys. We've been sent here because members of the Horde are apparently delving into things that they shouldn't be delving into. I think the good money would be on the Forsaken doing that, especially because we see kind of a giant skeleton right here at Xibala. Only one way to find out, though. Let's go ahead and take Smee and Petey this direction and see what we find. I'm recording this a little bit earlier than I normally would because I got to notice that they're going to be doing a server shutdown on Monday morning. And we got a Elite Brutosaur, Wild Direhorn, non-threatening beasties. And I don't want to race against the clock like we did that one episode, so we're just going to go ahead and record here on a lovely Sunday afternoon. And let's see, Forsaken? Oh, that isn't a Forsaken camp. That is Nightborne. Nightborne Envoy? Interesting. Oh, it's an elf convention. To think the trolls may have been sitting on the archaeological find of the millennium. Don't forget our purpose here. We must find the Eye before the Alliance can. I'm not sure who was actually talking, but first things first. I'm going to grab this flight point. So this is the equivalent of that one archaeological society that the Blood Elves ran. Is it the Reliquary? There we go. And, okay, it was these two.
The eternal sun guides us.
I've waited for such a find all my life. I will make my father proud.
Stay the course.
Greetings, Swindlegear. I have been sent on behalf of my father, High Examiner Tethalin Bloodwatcher, to oversee the extraction of all fossils, relics, and artifacts from this area. My sources inform me that an object that could advance the Horde's cause may be buried beneath this very site. I will require your help extracting it. You see, these Nightborne are not precisely good with their hands, nor do they enjoy getting dirty. Could you be a dear and set a good example? Help Examiner Teshara Bloodwatcher recover a Xibalan fossil.
Hold your head high.
Yeah, I guess I can do that. Don't mind getting my hands dirty. Actually, technically, I've got a little dog here who'd probably do the digging better than me. Gently sifting. Very good. Keep a steady hand. Excellent. Try not to damage the fossil. Ah, wonderful. Isn't that satisfying? Satisfying? Madam, we shall be here all year at this pace. My friend, please feel free to expedite things. Oh, that's her. That's the apprentice saying that. My friend, please feel free to expedite things. This device will be of service. Wait! I guess we sift through the rest of this. Until we wake up something we shouldn't be waking up. And apparently the Examiner is not that upset about it, otherwise she would probably stop us with a freezing spell or some such. I would assume most of the Reliquary members are mages. Sift, sift, sift. Ooh, we are revealing a skeleton. Interesting. The question is, what kind of skeleton? Like feeling like Alan Grant at the beginning of Jurassic Park. And he had such a good time afterwards, didn't he? I know I did sitting in theaters, but he, the character himself, not so much. Carefully calibrated sweeper. What do you do? Oh, you're gonna do my job for me? Oh, you're not calibrated at all. Really? Was that so bad? The scuff marks, the uneven dirt removal. Oh, how will we display it now? No need to be so dramatic.
Our destiny is at hand.
You used your hands. How quaint. The Nightborne had devised a number of ways to avoid such petty labors. An illusion! What are you hiding? I've been assigned by the First Arcanist to oversee the extraction of any and all artifacts the Horde may find useful from this site. I will not fail her. Scrying for the eye. So, what's this eye you guys were talking about? On behalf of the Horde, we seek a relic called the Eye of Xibala. The locals have been no help whatsoever, and Miss Teshara insists that we use her survey equipment. I abhor guesswork. Instead, we should use a more direct method. Scrying. I will mark 3 locations on your map. I would like you to place a scrying vessel at each of them. I will use their measurements to isolate the relic's location, and we will be on our way. Place 3 scrying vessels in Xibala. And archaeological efficiency. Miss Teshara and I share a deep passion for uncovering hidden secrets and a deep, abiding respect for this ancient land. That said, if we continue at the pace at which she is accustomed, the Alliance would overtake us before we could make such a single discovery. So, it is time to expedite our survey. The ruins hide many fossils. Take a beacon and use it to summon one of my sweepers. It will clear away the topsoil and allow you to collect samples. Gather what you can, and we will assemble them later. Collect 50 Xibala fossil fragments.
Kalthros Maldine.
Now, what about you?
Yes.
I had really hoped this area would be more hospitable. The Zandalari have been no help whatsoever in clearing this space for archaeological exploration. Before we can even begin to uncover Xibala's secrets, we must make it safe for those less combat-savvy to do their work. You will find the ruins ahead infested with all manner of carnivorous beasts. The few intrepid explorers who ventured within have all failed to return. Local ecology will not stand in the way of progress, Swindlegear. Understand? Yeah, I understand.
Salama Ashalanore.
It means we're about to tick off some druids. Wanted, the Dark Chronicler. Ooh. Champions wanted for an expedition into the depths of Xibala. Strange noises and wails come from the bones at night, and our workers are terrified. Seek out the source of the strange noises and destroy it, and a reward will be yours. Slay the Dark Chronicler, the last remnant of the worshippers of Xibala. That is an awesome character model. Can't wait to see it up close. Now, is there a mailbox here at this camp? I figured there would be. Let's go ahead and check. Using the town... Ah, yes there is. Thing is that it's easy for stuff to get lost in the Night Elf... Ooh, I'm sorry, don't kill me. In the Nightborn architecture. And we have a letter from Dristy. Greetings, Sully. I'm on a pirate ship. I'm looking at some of my family heirlooms when I was alive. I've forgotten what it was like to be alive. Apparently my name was Jeremiah Dristy, a member of the Nobles of Stormwind. Well, that was until the First War when I was killed by an orc. Yeah, they do that. I was later raised by Sylvanas to serve under the Horde. I don't mind, to be honest. It's better than being totally dead. What's your history? Who were you before you were a pirate? Dristy. Ooh. Asking for some details. Well, information can be a bit expensive, but maybe one day I'll go ahead and tell that story. Not now, though. Once we get a little bit farther in here, maybe I'll tell you a little bit details about my life. Keep in mind, I'm saving it all for the inevitable book deal. Alright, looks like everything's here, and the Dark Chronicler is down south of us. And everything is in one nice little package. So, okay. Here's where we put down the scrying tools. Yeah! Well, that's not good. I'll read that in just one sec.
I need to target something first.
There we go. Oh, what did he say? Image of Apprentice Telemancer Astrandus. Well, this reading is not very promising. Oh, we gotta kind of narrow it down first. Dirt pile. We'll summon our personal sweeper. Get the sweeping, Bob. Okay, 5. I'm glad we don't have to pick those up individually. That would suck. Can you just go ahead and stay at my side, please, Bob? Are you always going to disappear on me? Yep, looks like that's what's going to happen. Sip. And let's roll them bones. More native wildlife to deal with. Now what? I detect a faint arcane signature. We are getting close. Delighted. And I'll tell you what. You go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna go pick a fight. Hey, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. And your friends. What's going to happen is I'm going to get overconfident with this shield, absorbing so much damage, and then I'm going to pay for it. Oh! Whoops. We shot one of the kids. Or at least one of the little lizards. You gotta be careful with the little lizards, speaking of Jurassic Park, otherwise you'd end up like, Dennis. Get some poison spat in your face, then devoured by little lizards. Alright, that one had a pretty good collection of bones in it. After we gather all this stuff, that was the 8th one. Hello there, Dark Iron Dwarves. Their Technodrome drills are here. That's not exactly what they're called, but they always remind me of the Technodrome drills that would be used in Ninja Turtles when someone was coming in from the Technodrome. At least in the early seasons, before the Technodrome got sent to Dimension X. 36. We'll head over here to this final scrying area. And then I suppose we'll go test our luck against the Dark Chronicler. Sounds like a dungeon. Oh, holy crap. Xibala Apex, 114 Beast. Okay, so that is obviously the Grand Poobah. Let's try to avoid an encounter if at all possible. And this should be the last bit of bones. You know, I wonder if we actually use our hands if we get more. Let's go ahead and try that. But first, the foot. Scrying, speaking of Technodrome. Fascinating. I think we are on to something, Swindlegear. I shall combine the readings while you return to camp. I can practically smell the eye. I bet this does not smell pleasant. Alright, let's see. Can we... Oh, no, we actually can't sift through. Just looks like we can grab the bones as soon as he gets moving around. Alrighty. Well, let's go pay a visit to this Dark Chronicler. Ooh, I see a treasure chest. What you got up here for old Swindlegear? Something shiny, I hope, and valuable. Anyone else nearby? I hope not. Find his keepers and all that. And Golden Fleet Sea Charts, War Resources, the Bad Troll Love Poem. There's a lot of Bad Troll Love Poems here in this land, for whatever reason. Looks like the Chronicler's up here on top of this mountain. Actually, that would probably be a good jumping point to head over to this little island and see what's going on. Because I am still very curious. Can we see that out in the distance? Yes, we can. It's got trees and a place to land. So we definitely need to go say hello. Let's not do it just yet. Let's wait until we finish all the quests, because there may be one to take us over to that island. Don't want to jump the gun. I have been known to do that from time to time. Believe it or not. Oh, is there a cave? Oh, there is a cave. Alrighty. I assume there's a cave. Oh, he's also a, How do we get there? I may have missed it. Probably was looking straight at it, but was too focused on, making that jump. Well, now that I know it's a rare spawn, too, we've got to take it out. Maybe this way? Because it looks like he's hanging out near the base of the skull. Because actually, I don't think that's rock, that's, yeah, that's, vertebrae. Right along here. Okay, now I am confuzzled. Maybe there's a cave entrance down here? And we got that there. And I'm looking straight at that direction. We're gonna find him. Just a matter of time. Is there maybe a pathway down that I'm not seeing? Because you think this was the entrance right here. And you can tell there was a cave in, or a dinosaur fell on it. Either way is pretty significant reason to close down operations. Let's go ahead and travel along the edge here. Maybe there's a hole that we can drop down. Aha! The throat of Xibala. Well, it's a 114. Let's see what happens. Go, go, Goblin Moxie. No. None of that out of you. What did I say? I said no. And you got a guard to absorb. Interesting. And Cloak of Shadows. Means I don't get hit by your nonsense. And looks like you've got some landmines. I go to Xibala. Yeah, you go ahead and go to Xibala. Tell him I said hey. Neat. Okay, that was fairly easy. Let's avoid those orbs of doom and gloom, because I'm sure those don't bode well for anyone. And that went about as good as you could hope a situation like that would. And the camp is just right here. Let's make sure we don't wake up any old ones. The Zandalari seem to frown on that. Well, at least half of them do. The other half are quite intrigued by the matter. I don't really want to deal with another half of the population.
Nightwell nourish us.
Excellent work. Allow me to review the results and we will be on our way. Ding! Grats, men! Level 115. Dungeon unlocked. The Mother Lode. Ooh! That's that one with the pirate ship down at the port. I simply see no reason to dirty our hands, Swindlegear. These are a little broken, don't you think? Ah well, nothing a little magic cannot fix.
We rejoin the world.
Baladash Malanore.
Let's do the Dark Chronicler first. A spirit? How terrible. Yes, indeed. I hear this region is very supportive of such life. Their numbers will recover. Elsewhere.
Time is of the essence.
We no longer hide.
I have it. The readings from the ruins are unmistakable. Someone to the south and the west of the, foot, as it were, is a source of great magical energy. It could be nothing but the Eye of Xibala. We'll need to place a few more scrying vessels to pinpoint the Eye's exact location. Meet me deeper in the ruins. I will personally oversee this effort. Need apprentice Telemancer Astrandus, and aid him in his search for the Eye.
Elisand guide you.
The readings are unmistakable. We go west. Tried to bring the relic back in one piece, Swindlegear. Astrandus is a tad enthusiastic. Yeah, I'd noticed. No promises. Sip. And then if everything is good here, we will go island exploring. Now, chances are we're going to have to take on that giant T-Rex, aren't we? Yep, he is right there at it. And a pack of Ravisaurs, excuse me. Clever girls. Oh, actually no. That's nice. Oh, crap. My rocket boots failed me. Well, you know, you sometimes you eat the bar and sometimes the bar eats you. Oh, this is where we found the treasure chest earlier.
Greetings.
We are very close now, Swindlegear. Just say the word and I will begin the scrying. Oh, I failed to mention, our adversaries have set up camp just along the way, along the beach. I would keep a close watch on your surroundings in case we are ambushed. I trust you'll defend me if we are accosted. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's do the thing.
We shall endure.
Right this way. Once I begin my scrying, all of my attention will be focused upon it. I trust you can handle any interruptions, yes? You know, I worked so hard so you all could join the Horde. We're gonna get attacked by Dark Iron Dwarves, aren't we? Oh. Yeah, you know you could have said something. Anything? You did it. I'm going to enjoy burying you.
I don't have a target.
Should have dug deeper. Yeah, well, I'm going to enjoy just letting you rot. I must try again. You did well, though I imagined our enemies to be somewhat taller. Well, time to use detection, which will help me see stealth enemies, I believe. I see you. Meddling elf. These ruins belong to the Dark Iron. A darting shank. You're too late. We found... These results are so confusing. If only these, what would you call them, beardlings, would let me concentrate. And boom. You thought to tangle with the Dark Iron? You were wrong. Oh, there were two. Natural escalation. No, this cannot be right. By my calculations, it should be... taken from under our very noses. The nerve.
Xibala.
I seem to have overestimated the, accuracy of my scrying, and thus our enemies have located the eye first. A dark iron tide. Their red eyes, flaming beards, dark dusky skin, These can only be the Dark Iron Dwarves. I've never seen one before this day. It is my understanding that they have been sent here on an errand for the Alliance. Given my people's allegiance, I believe we are now placed in a position to better demonstrate our loyalty to the Horde. The Dark Iron must die. See that they do not claim so much as an inch more of this beach. Slay 7 Dark Iron Dwarves. Now you're talking my language. Grand Theft Telemancy. The newest game from Rockstar. They must not keep the eye, Swindlegear. Fortunately, I am more than an archaeologist. I am a telemancer. Chief Telemancer Oculith himself trained the woman who trained my master. I can retrieve the relic with these arts. All you need to do is place a telemancy beacon near the eye, and I can retrieve both it and you safely back to camp. The Alliance will find themselves empty-handed. And while you're at it, do deliver my thanks to the individual responsible for snatching the eye out from under us. Slay Urda Direflame and then place the telemancy beacon near the eye of Xibala. And 250 cape and 250 treads.
Norbathos Sudamar.
Well, off I'll go to kill Alliance. It's been a good day so far. Yeah, they don't really hide. And what is that? That's an instance entrance. Oh, I didn't pickpocket. Shame. That's one dwarf slain. They do have a cool look to them, the Dark Iron, for sure. Big fan. Especially with their story. It's kind of like the Grim Totem joining the Horde. Same kind of connotations. If you play Horde and don't really know the Dark Iron story, that would be the equivalent if the Grim Totem clan joined the Horde and became a playable race. Because they're not exactly known for being particularly friendly with the Horde. And looks like the lady we need to kill is way over there. I can see the streams. Yep. Urda Direflame. 2 more, and then we'll just head over here and deal with her. Sap, what you dwarves got in your pockets? Sap. I like it when everyone says that the goblins are the Horde's version of gnomes. Not so. If you look, they're actually about the same height as the dwarves. They're their own creature. Sap. Yeah, you must be Lady Diaflame. I'll deliver the eye and your head to Moria. Oh yeah, you know what? I rescued her back when she was young. Some emperor took her or something? Yeah, I remember that quite vividly, because she was dressed like Princess Leia in Return of the Jedi. Good times. Curse ye. Okay, well, then consider myself kissed. Cloak of Shadows, my way out of that.
I need a target.
Here's the eye. Yeah, and of course I don't get teleported. Hi, elves. Yeah, what is that? Mole machine. Meeting stone. Okay, that is for a dungeon. Oh, there's an alliance base right there. Well, yeah, that... I took a wrong turn. These things happen. I got a lot of dwarves following me. Let's head back to the relative... Swindle's a popular guy right now. And... Poof! Oh, that worked precisely as I imagined it would. So, why did you bring the dwarf? A show of force? A deterrent? Right. Yes, of course. Uh-huh.
What is your wish?
Let there be no confusion on where we stand, Swindlegear. Ah, it must be so disheartening to be at the mercy of such magics. Well done. And the cape is technically the upgrade.
Walk in the moonlight.
Ooh, it upgraded to blue too. Alright, and I guess that was it here. So you know what we got to do to end the episode, guys? We need to check out that island. Because curiosity is getting the better of me. Let me go up to the top of this mountain, and we will begin our descent. Alright, so Swindlegear's wearing his new cape. We have our glider attached to it. That's very important for what we're about to do. You can see we've got an awesome view of the bay here. The navy that we rescued. And there is the island in question. So, without further ado, I don't think we're going to get that far, unfortunately. Especially since I don't have the emerald winds to kind of help me along. It's alright though. Oh, there's probably all kinds of naga here in the waters. Yeah, you know, I probably should have thought this through. The Xibala Shallows. We also need to figure out what's going on up here in this area. Hey, I got a mount that looks like you. South Sea Stinger, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and, if we're going to sail, we gotta do it in style. I will bet you money that this has to deal with the quests with the Dark Iron, with that Alliance camp that we walked by. Probably all of this area is specifically to deal with them. We got some elf music, though, in the background, so that's interesting. Hermit crabs. And that looks like a murloc. And what we got going on over here? We got some magic runes. Do you Samurai Jack? Oh, it's Tortolin. Grandmaster Blood Scribe, huh?
Step closer and don't mumble.
Well, you've certainly traveled far to visit me, young one. I've several novels of the history of crabs, if that's something that piques your interest.
Please tell me there are no pictures. I guess that's for something to do a little bit later. Well, that's okay. At least we know, and knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. But we will go ahead and end the episode here, guys. I may go ahead and explore this area off camera and see if there's anything. If there's anything, we'll start the episode there. But then we've got the Sandscar Breach. We'll see if that leads up into Nazmir. And if that ends up into Nazmir, we'll be doing Ataldazar next. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you liked it, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.